I'm your host, Bambridge Boddington III. Today, we have with us special guest Leanne, filling in for our previous guest host, Will Wheaton, who unfortunately could not make it. When asked, he said, "Who are you? How did you get this email?" But Leanne, everybody. She is our resident geek culture expert, and we thought we'd bring her on to talk about all things geek. Well, welcome, yes. Leanne. How are you doing today?
Quite fine. Thank you so much for the tea.
Oh,
I appreciate
no
that.
problem.
As you can hear, I'm a little sick today, so thank you. Very classy.
So our viewers are very curious to get your opinions on various geek matters.
Okay.
So we'll just dive right in.
Sure.
So our first question is...
Yes.
Star Trek or Star Wars?
Oh, definitely Star Wars. I mean, who even watched Star Trek, right? Right?
So which is your favorite Star War?
Oh, the third one.
Ah, yes. Describe it for our viewers who haven't seen it before. What happens in the third Star War?
Well, in the third Star War, the Klingons go to war with Darth Vader. And in reality, he really just wants to find his long-lost son, John F. Kennedy. So anyway, John F. Kennedy, his son, was president of America. And you know, when you're president, wars happen. And sometimes they just involve the constellations. And hence the Star War.
So I hear you're part of an X-Men musical that's up and coming.
I am, yeah.
So tell us, who is your favorite X-Man?
Well, I actually would go more with an X-lady.
Oh. And
I would go with Jean Grey.
Are you talking, of course, about the Jean Grey from 50 Shades of Jean Grey?
Yeah, of course. Jean Grey from 50 Shades of Grey. I mean, she meets Jamie Dorman, and they go into what he calls his playroom. And it's actually a 3-story apartment filled with slides. And he describes it as like a punishment. I think that mostly comes from him locking Jean Grey in this said playroom for like 3 days straight. But in all reality, she has a lot of fun because there's a ball pit.
Oh.
Yeah. On the 3rd floor, there's a ball pit.
So a lot of our fans have grown up with Harry Potter as a major influence in their lives. So please, tell us about this hirsute potmaker and his adventures.
So Harry Potter is a little orphan boy. He was sent along in a little basket down the river and picked up by his evil aunt and uncle. And he was found later by Jolly Green Giant and Ronald Reagan and Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
Which is your favorite Harry Potter book or movie?
When they went into Arendelle, the castle at Arendelle.
Oh, yes, of course.
So the Goblet of Ice, when they met up with Kristoff, Sven, and went to go fight Roxas.
We have one last question for you before we depart, Leanne. A lot of our viewers are big fans of the TV series Doctor Who. So tell us, who is your favorite Doctor Who?
I would have to go with Sean Connery.
Oh, yes. I hear he was the first.
He was. He's dead now, right?
So, we'd like to thank Leanne for coming in today. Thank you, Leanne.
Thank you.
Tune in next week when we bring in our special guest. Tune in next week for Dave the Camera Guy as our special guest. And we'll be talking about camera filming techniques.
Wow.
Once again, I am Bambridge Boddington. This is Bambridge's Banter, and we'll see you next week.